Hi everyone, I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. I am a soul therapist and an intuitive that connects with the angelic energy, and I help the helpers, the healers, and the light bringers of this world to live their most magical life. So if that's you, make sure you either hit that subscribe button below if you're watching on my YouTube channel, or if you're watching live on my Facebook or on the replay on my Facebook, make sure you swing over to my YouTube channel and get yourself subscribed. So we are going to dive into this week's energy. What's going on in this week's energy? What can we expect? How can we best navigate this week? And what messages do the angels have for you? So we're going to take a look at this. And so first I want to say that Mercury has officially gone direct. So we have been talking about for the past several weeks that Mercury has been in retrograde. And so it officially has gone direct. How are you guys feeling? I would love to hear how everybody's doing through all of this. Hi. Oh, lots of you on here today. Okay. Hi guys. So we are, I'm sorry, I'm having trouble. I think that it's still this shadow of Mercury retrograde, right? That Mercury retrograde impacts communication. And so we can expect, and I do feel like this is my need to acknowledge this, okay? So we have had this period of healing and challenge and reflection and doing some of our shadow work and of having maybe challenges related to communication, okay? And it has gone direct, so we can celebrate that this energy is definitely feeling lighter today, but I think that we can expect there's always a little bit of that shadow period after. I know the shadow beforehand was very, very heavy, so there's that shadow period afterwards that we can still be kind of experiencing the leftovers of Mercury retrograde. So hang in there, we are getting there. But when I connected with what I was supposed to share with you guys today, we needed to understand about the energy this week, what they told me was that this is supposed to be a celebration. Oh, thank you guys. They're saying happy anniversary. Yes, it's my 7-year anniversary from when Nicole and I originally started this business. And so we're celebrating that today. It's very exciting stuff. So it's a celebration of that, right? Definitely a celebration of that, but also a celebration of success, a celebration of our evolution. And I also feel like I want to use the word of liberation, okay? There has been a liberation that has happened for us, but what I'm being shown is that we need to look at progress in maybe a little bit of a different way. And you're being called to take a step back and take a look at the real progress that has been made through this retrograde. But also just even if you take a look and you compare to where you were even say 5 years ago, and your angels and your guides want you to recognize how far you've come and to be mindful of the way that you are measuring progress, because we always want that next thing, right? We're always, I'm very goal oriented myself, right? We're always moving on to that next goal, that next milestone. But I do think that it's also really important to recognize the progress that we've made. And sometimes the milestones look bigger than the other milestones. And I think even just this healing that we've been doing is a success, is an evolution, is a liberation in a lot of ways. I feel like we've been doing a lot to really liberate ourselves from those things that we have been tied to, stuck with. And this has been a really beautiful journey, but maybe a challenging journey, but we're moving and we're progressing. And I'm getting, I'm still catching up with all my messages today, but I'm getting messages from people yesterday, today, all the things you guys are doing and all the ways that you're moving forward and all of the clarity that has come to mind through this period of time and all of the understanding and the knowing that you now have. And I want you to consider that this is progress. And I want you to understand that it is this healing and this work that we've been doing and these little steps in our progress are the foundation for those big things that we're wanting to move toward. So I was really called to highlight that, and also to point out that success may look differently than how you have been defining it. And you're being called to take a step back, to take another look, and to acknowledge yourself, to celebrate your success for the work that you've been doing and for the progress that you've been making. Because certainly your guides and your angels are celebrating you. It's such an energy of celebration now. So you're really being encouraged to take a look at that and look at what you've shifted, and to celebrate all of the amazing things that you're doing for yourself, that you're doing for others, and to have a party and celebrate that, whether that's an internal party or an external party, but to celebrate that and to honor that and to acknowledge that. That feels really, really key. Another thing that came through was this message of like that either you don't have to do it the way that other people are doing it. Okay, so somebody needs to hear that message. You don't have to do it the way that other people are doing it. So we want to be really mindful right now, especially as we're measuring this progress, that we're not comparing our progress to other people, because we're all on different paths. We all have different life purpose and different intentions here for Earth. So we need to be really mindful of not comparing that, because that can bring you into a very ego-based place, and that can bring you into a place of lack. And from that place, you are not going to manifest the things that you want to manifest. So you want to make sure that you are shifting yourself into that place of understanding that your path is your path, and you're going to, as long as you're honoring your intuition and you're doing it the way that you feel called to do it, this is going to lead you exactly in the direction of where you need to go, you know? So also, if you're feeling pressure from other people to do things one particular way, and that's not the way that you are feeling called to do it, your job, what you need to do is to honor that intuitive voice, that voice from within that's showing you the way, because that's your path. My mom, I see she's watching here. She said hi earlier. My mom will tell you, you know, when she steps in and she says, hey, I think you should do it this way, and my intuition does not agree with that, that's not going to be the way that I'm going to do it, right? And so she's dealt with my stubbornness around that. But in this case, I feel like my stubbornness serves me, because it allows me to just truly honor that place from within, that voice from within. That's always going to be the more powerful voice, even more powerful than your mom, right? Oh, sorry, Mom. So there's that. But then there's also this message of you don't have to do it the way that you've always done it. Okay, so this idea of understanding that maybe you have done something a particular way your entire life or for a very long time, but that doesn't have to be the way that you're doing it now. We have just had the solstice yesterday. We have just shifted into a lighter energy, into a little bit of a forward movement energy. There is going to be some emotion through this month. We're now in Cancer season, and that can be very emotional for a lot of people. I know it usually is for my energy. But this is, as we have made this shift, we need to also be breaking out of patterns, breaking out of the way that we have always done things, if it no longer serves us. Maybe it served us at one time, but maybe it's not serving us anymore. So we need to take a look at where we need to break out of that. We are preparing for the full moon tomorrow, and the full moon in Capricorn is like, this is going to be, again, a period of cleansing, a period of clearing, a period of releasing. So this is a really good time to ask yourself, where am I doing something just because it's the way that I've always done it? And where do I need to make room for doing things differently, or for shaking things up? We've been talking a lot about that over the past month, shaking things up, having a different routine, trying out new things, doing different things, allowing in this new energy. And this is another way that we are going to get to that. There very much is like they wanted me to emphasize this energy of an evolution that's happening for us, and a healing that's been happening for us. And that's what all of this is. So it might feel like a lot of work. It may have felt very heavy, but it is this beautiful evolution that's happening for us, and this shifting and this changing. I do feel like there is some forward movement this week. We've been talking about, feeling like we're waiting in the hallway, and, some doors have closed, and we've been working on closing doors. We're still closing doors right here with this full moon, but we're also maybe not going to feel like we're waiting in the hallway for quite so long. We are going to start to see some doors opening. Some doors are going to take longer than others, right? So, some of these things may not happen this week, but I do think we are going to see things moving forward, okay? And that will come, though, based on the choices that we're making for ourselves. And are we willing to allow in new? Are we willing to mix it up and try things differently and be open to different perspectives? So all of these factors are going to be impacting that and playing a role here with that. So we're also going to take a look at the cards. Now, what's interesting to me, first of all, we have this Queen of Swords, okay? The Queen of Swords is very discerning. She's very aware, very clear on what she needs to release from her life, what she needs to let go of, whether that's around her or within her. What needs to go, basically. So this is showing up, and this is perfect on the day that Mercury goes direct, right? We have been focusing on things. We have been made aware of things that we still need to work on, and now we can use that clarity that comes through the retrograde to clear out and release what no longer serves us. But what's also interesting to me is that we have the King of Swords showing up with that, okay? So this is happening. I mean, yesterday was solstice, right? And soulmates, divine counterparts, twin flames, that kind of energy is very strong, very powerful around the solstice energies, okay? And we have the King and Queen of Swords showing up together, okay? So again, this is a message for those of you who are looking for your divine counterpart or wanting to reconnect with your divine counterpart. There is an energy of that for those of you that this resonates with. So I did feel like I needed to highlight that. But this is also about a balance, right? This is about things coming together, a balance of like masculine and feminine energies coming together. So this might be happening even just within yourself, and you're understanding, how can I be both receptive and allow myself to flow, but also take action when I need to take action. So that kind of stuff, like how can I balance both my divine feminine and divine masculine energy and find that sweet spot for myself where I am functioning at my absolute best. So this is really saying to me, we're feeling better this week. This is doing better, and we're also very clear on things, okay? This is also an energy of communication. And so, you may find that people are coming in to communicate with you about those things that they've been processing. You may get some messages. You may get some clarity on things that haven't made sense to you in the past. So this may be coming in, or it just might be coming in through your intuition, but definitely some clarity here this week. So if you're not feeling it yet, that's definitely coming in, and it's bringing with it a really beautiful balancing energy that I think that we've been needing. Okay, and then we have this Three of Swords reversed. So we are stepping onto the other side of healing, okay? Three of Swords can sometimes be heartbreak. It can sometimes be just really having a hard time with things and really stuck in your head, but stuck in your head and your heart, okay? And this is us. I see this being us moving on the other side of this. So we've done some really great healing work. You might find that it just feels lighter, that you're not doing as much shadow work, or that you're finally, like, some things are clicking into place that allow for your heart to heal. So this is a really nice energy that we have here. We also have this Ace of Wands, another really beautiful energy, okay? So new opportunities, new things to focus your time and your energy on, maybe even new work for us, a shift into a new job, or the beginning steps of shifting into a new job. the beginning of connecting with your purpose on a new level. So a beautiful energy that's coming in. But I think that we're going to just be really clear on what we need to be taking action on, what we need to be focusing on. So listen to those messages as they're coming through. Then we have the Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Cups is about options. Okay, lots of options showing up for us. And these are, some of these are really beautiful options. I don't know how well you can see the card, but we've got, some of them are like jewelry and, like entity, beautiful spiritual entities coming out and things like that. But then some of them, castles, beautiful things. And then some of them are like snakes and dragons, right? So some options are going to be better than others. So it's your job to continue to learn from the learning that you've been doing, and to honor your soul, to honor your intuition, to honor all of the work that you've been doing. If you've been working on setting boundaries and some options come in that really test those boundaries, then it's time to really step into that and, take action on the lessons that you've been learning. It's time to put it into practice, okay? But I also do feel like we may have some different things coming at us. All of a sudden the energy moves forward and there's different options coming at us. And this is really saying some options are going to be better than others. It's exciting to have a lot of options, but at the same time, you need to honor your truth. You need to look within and you need to listen to that. And that is going to help you to weed out what you want to put your time and energy into, okay? The Hermit card reversed. We are stepping out of this retrograde. We are shifting into this, away from this period of reflection and shifting into moving forward with some action and beginning to move in the direction of our dreams, beginning to clear away what no longer serves us, or continuing to do that because we've really been doing a whole lot of that this year. But stepping out of the reflection and beginning to take these actions that we need to take and to put into practice the things that we've been learning here in our life. And the last card that we have here is the Freedom card. Okay, so this is the weekly theme. And the card itself says, you have the power to free yourself. You're not as stuck as you think. Unlock your freedom. And I feel like this retrograde has really given us the key or the keys to free ourselves. So pay attention to where you've been shown how to free yourself. And, sometimes choosing to free yourself is a really difficult thing because there's a lot involved in that. And there's a lot of emotion and it takes a lot of strength and it takes a lot of building yourself up to prepare yourself for that. But you've been given the key, you've been given the tools, and it's time to set yourself free, to step into your freedom, to step into this free phase of your life and truly appreciate that and honor this gift that we have been given. So those are your messages for this week. I would love to hear what you guys think in comments below. I would love to hear where all of you are at. I did just want to say thank you so much. I posted on my Facebook and on my Instagram about my 7-year anniversary, and I just want to say thank you guys so much. So many of you have been, well, all of you have been a part of my journey in some way, whether we work together in sessions, whether you watch my videos, whether we have connected in other ways, but you all have been a part of my journey, and I'm so grateful to have been and continue to be a part of yours. I just feel really blessed to just have been able to honor my soul and to have you all support that and to have you all be a part of that. So thank you so much, and I will see you soon with another video. Take care, guys.